Over the past few years, bikepacking has really taken off among the biking community. It's a great way to explore new places, challenge yourself, spend some time outdoors, and cover more distance than you can on foot. But how do you go bikepacking for the first time? What do you need to know and prepare? Don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'll share some bikepacking tips for beginners that will help you plan and enjoy your first overnight ride. So, let's get started. Tip number 1. Plan your route carefully. The first tip is to plan your route carefully because it's essential for beginners to choose a route that is suitable for their skill level, fitness level, and time frame. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew on your first trip. The good idea is to start with an overnight trip close to home, where you can test out your gear and see how it feels to ride a loaded bike. You can use online tools like Komoot or Ride with GPS to plan your route and download maps. Tip number 2. Use the bike you already have. You don't need a fancy or expensive bike to go bikepacking. The best bike is the one that you are comfortable with, and that fits your riding style. You can use any kind of bike, whether it's a mountain bike, a gravel bike, a road bike, or a hybrid one. The only thing you might want to change is your gearing so that you have easier pedaling on hills and rough terrain. Tip number 3. Get bikepacking bags. Bikepacking bags are specially designed to attach to your bike frame, handlebars, seat post, and fork without requiring racks or panniers. They are lightweight, aerodynamic, and waterproof. They also allow you to distribute your weight evenly on your bike for better handling and balance. You can start with a basic setup of a frame bag, a seat pack, and a handlebar bag, and then add more bags as you need them. Tip number 4. Test your gear before you go. Another crucial bikepacking tip for beginners is to test your gear before you go on a long trip. You don't want to discover that something doesn't work or fit properly when you're in the middle of nowhere. So do a short overnight trip or even camp in your backyard to make sure everything works as expected. Check your tires, chain, gears, pedals, brakes, and seat. Make sure your bags are securely attached and balanced on your bike. In addition, ensure your shelter is easy to set up and take down. Ensure your sleeping system is warm enough and comfortable, and your clothing suits the weather conditions and layers well. Tip number 5. Bring essential gears. Besides your clothing, food, water, and personal items, there are some essential gears that you should always bring on any bikepacking trip. These essential gears are a tent or bivy sack, a sleeping bag or quilt, a headlamp or flashlight, a first aid kit, a repair kit, a multi-tool, spare tubes, re-levers, a pump or CO2 inflator, a patch kit, chain lube, zip ties, and a duct tape. These essential gears give you confidence when anything goes wrong during your first ever bikepacking tour. Tip number 6. Navigate with confidence. One of the challenges of bikepacking is finding your way in unfamiliar places. You don't want to get lost or waste time looking for directions. That's why it's important to have reliable navigation tools on hand. The best option is a GPS device showing you offline maps and tracking your progress. You can mount it on your handlebars or stem for easy access. Alternatively, you can use your smartphone as a GPS device if you have enough battery power and data coverage. You should also bring paper maps as a backup if something goes wrong with your electronic devices. Tip number 7. Have fun or enjoy your first bikepacking trip. The last but not least tip for beginners is simply, have fun. Bikepacking is not about speed or distance. It's about enjoying the journey and having an adventure on two wheels. Don't worry too much about the details. Just go with the flow and be flexible when things don't go according to plan, because they won't. Remember why you started this in the first place, because you love riding bikes. I hope you found these bikepacking tips helpful and are excited to plan your first overnight ride. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more outdoor adventure videos. Thanks for watching, and happy trails.